I mean, the history of pigments is kind of interesting. Like, for example, that blue, the only way that was, people would get that blue would be grinding up lapis lazuli stones, which was actually pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So nowadays it's chemically made. Relax, you really don't worry, because it goes for a while and you can't sit in one position. And it's not photography, so it's a whole different experience.
Exactly, yeah.
For both of us.
Interesting, yeah. So do you when you first start out though, like if someone chooses a position or whatever and then they change when you're getting...
I work with that. I work with everything actually. And really, I like leaving a lot up to the sitter.
Yeah.
Because for me, the challenge is to find the magic.
Yeah.
And the sitter helps. It's like, it's
yeah,
really all about kind of magic, not about like a physical, duplicating photographic reality, because actually that would be very problematic, and a camera can do it better anyway.
Yeah.
But it's different with a camera too, so it's actually kind of a whole interesting history. That and the upside down pen. Well, the traditional ways that artists paint, which I only became aware of that after as I go through life, they're very different than what I do. And I actually, I have a lot of opinions about it. It doesn't necessarily suit what my goals were. So actually, in the case of painting, being self-taught is actually quite valuable.
Also, when you're doing portraits, how distracting is me talking as well?
No, it's not distracting at all.
Or anything like
it's
that?
not distracting, actually. Everything that you do is part of it, and everything I do is part of it. And actually, that's the beauty of it. It's a really, it's actually more collaborative than you think. It's a very personal thing, and I've never painted anybody I didn't want to paint.
Yeah.
But I'm very unusual in that sense as an artist. I choose whatever I want. Mm-hmm. I've figured out a way to be lucky to be, my own. It was pretty impractical in a way at the beginning, because I just did what I wanted. One thing that I had to learn is, for example, the notion of insecurity that you feel sitting. I had to learn actually as an artist that this is applicable in life, that insecurity is kind of useless. It really is.
Yeah.
It's something we feel, we all feel, but it's actually completely useless, especially, so you really kind of have to go with your gut feelings. And you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So also, I noticed, when you make portraits, they all have, kind of different color, backgrounds and things like that.
Right.
What kind of inspires, the background, even if, necessarily, the background isn't bright orange or something like that?
Right. I don't really know. It's a feeling, really.
Just, in your experience of when the actual portrait is happening, whatever you feel.
Right. Yeah, everything
what
is
inspires
really,
you, kind of.
Yeah, everything is kind of an unexplainable feeling. It's also non-verbal.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to say. This is another thing that was developed by NASA. Yeah,
To get the last bit of toothpaste out.
yeah, exactly. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good, yeah.
You can stretch and move, don't worry.
Yeah.
You can stand up and walk around too.
Yeah, sure.
It's up to you. If you want to look, you can look. You absolutely can.
I don't know. I think I'll wait till the end, honestly. There's footage of the progress.
Yeah,
I think
you'll see.
I like to be surprised.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wanna see
That's
it.
cool. It'd be cool if I could convince NASA though that, no, seriously, that it's really important to like have an artist be on the moon and create a work of art. It would be first work of art because they went about their business. It was science business, no art. They didn't-
Science,
yeah.
and then also I think the government was like, why don't you plant a U.S. flag? In
Yeah, the flag
Yeah,
business.
make the make the planet U.S. territory.
Right. I'm pretty good at calculating how much paint I need, you know?
Yeah. Because you don't want to waste any of yours.
No, it's not that. It's that you don't want to mix, you know. I mean, you want to. You don't want to. It's not so much the waste actually. It's difficult sometimes to remix. Like let's say I mix paint and then I need more.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sometimes hard to.
Yeah, to get the same color as what
Yeah,
you
that's
were
great.
going for before.
Yeah. You know, for me, there's nothing ever boring about painting. It's kind of amazing because you would think that there are aspects that are repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I never find it repetitive because at any given moment, everything can change.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can't get there unless you do those things.
Yeah, I was actually like wondering about that, like.
It's an interesting thing because there's so much physicality to painting. You know, and with digital painting, it's not a physical process really at all. I mean, you hold an Apple Pencil on Procreate on an iPad, and it's really great. It's very, very cool. But there's really an aspect to the physicality that contributes in the end to like everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
you know, there's a lot of people in this new ecosystem that I'm in that are always talking about digital art as kind of like the new Well, not so much the new thing, but the future is digital. There's definitely some really beautiful aspects to digital.
Yeah.
And also there's a lot of convenience, but I find missing that physical stuff, that the physical stuff also contributes so much.
Yeah,
that,
totally agree.
yeah. But that's an interesting thing about digital too, because I bought recently a tablet.
Yeah.
It's called X Pen. There's another company called Wacom, and they all have a pen.
Yeah.
They're really terrible. They're so bad, it's unreal. And so that made me appreciate the Apple Pencil, because the Apple Pencil has like a lot of subtleties to it. You can hold it at an angle, different pressure, everything. And all that stuff you take for granted with the real pencil, but somebody had to think, conceptualize all of it, and program it. That's actually that's beautiful, it's amazing. I think ultimately it really is a moment in time. You know, a lot of people in Web3 call it a renaissance. It is a renaissance and truly in the sense that a lot of people that normally can't possibly express themselves artistically because there's gatekeeping and exclusionary practices in the art world that are unbelievable, and now can actually freely create.
Yeah.
And so they're actually creating for your generation. So I wouldn't miss it, because I actually think it's quite exciting.
Wow, that is incredible.
It really is. Oops.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
smell it.
That is so cool.
Yeah, isn't it?